When it comes to the issue of client verification requirements, ASIC has been upping the ante in what it expects from brokers. According to Denovan of Gadens lawyers, complying with ASIC's regulatory guidelines comes down to a common sense approach.
I think brokers freak out because they're getting some misinformation and they misread reports. People try to spook them. And people imagine that ASIC is here to get you. ASIC will actually help if you're making a genuine attempt to comply.
Ferrer of First Street Home Loans agrees that while the regulatory guidelines have certainly become stricter, they're ultimately in place for the right reasons.
Look, we're in an industry that's becoming more and more regulated as we go on. I mean, maybe 5, 6, 10 years ago, when the industry was early days, you definitely could get away with a lot more than you can now. So I think it is the kind of thing and I think it's a necessary thing to make sure we protect the interests of both our clients as well as the banks.
Ferrer adds that the key to ensuring broker compliance is a combination of experience and paying due diligence to verifying the paperwork.
Look, there are some grey areas in regards to, say, where a broker's job finishes and where a credit department might commence. I think it's really key to know when you need to go beyond those requirements and when you might need to ask additional information from a client. Brokers who have been in the industry for a while will kind of understand those areas when they do need to go over and above the normal minimum requirements.
Denovan says brokers needn't fear the industry regulator, and compliance can be seen as a three-step equation.
See, I don't think the regulations are stringent. They're actually quite simple. It's just that people freak out about them. Read what it says. It's a really simple test. Make reasonable inquiries in relation to requirements, objectives and income. Make a reasonable endeavour to verify that and make a reasonable assessment.
For Ferrer, when the documents don't add up, it may be a matter of walking away from the transaction.
The way we would probably proceed is probably not go ahead with the transaction and walk away from the business. At the end of the day, we're in an industry that is regulated for a reason, protection of our clients' interests as well as obviously our licenses.
Denovan adds that the assumption is that most brokers are doing the right thing, and it's not a witch hunt.
That's the problem with our industry. The objective in this regulation was to get the cowboys out of the industry. We still have cowboys in the industry. 99.9% recurring of brokers do the right thing most of the time, and when they don't, it's by mistake. There's some out there who are trying to bend the rules and take advantage of consumers, and they're the ones that ASIC are after.
This is Stephanie Zillman reporting for Australian Broker TV.